right, so how does it feel to be an actor in NBA 2K23, even though you're playing the role as yourself?
I was really excited about the experience.
And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. Murray and Caldwell Pope, the guards. And it's Porter at small forward. That one good for 2.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now here's DeRozan. Takes it from 10. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Down low. Here's Jokic. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so MP will bring it up for Chicago. DeRozan, that's good.
You know, guys, I look at DeMar DeRozan, and I think he's one of the very best at making tough shots. I mean, the defense is draped all over him, and he still finds a way to get it up and down.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. No good on the triple. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. DeRozan, the shot from the low post is good. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
Guys, you remember when DeMar DeRozan first came into the league? He was just really a raw athlete. Now he's a finely tuned offensive juggernaut.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Murray, good.
Look at how instant Murray's shooting can be. Gets the pass, plants the feet, and drills it.
Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. Feeds it to MP. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
Just 4 to shoot. Murray, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's MP. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Mike Malone. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch-up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
Yeah, and you know, it's a tall task. Great offense tends, in most cases, to beat great defense. They've got their work cut out for them.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 9 points last game out. Shoots it. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, a really difficult cover, especially in these screen and rolls. I mean, Caldwell Pope is fantastic with his creativity.
Caldwell Pope against White. Up top to Rosen. Now, here's MP. He's tightly guarded, and he gets it to go. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 1. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Well, you said it. I mean, often it's the teams that are in the middle of the pack in their conference which more accurately show the conference's strength than a team at the top or the bottom. At least that's how I like to look at it.
Now DeRozan following the 3-point attempt by Jamal Murray. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Jokic, the shot misses. And it's Chicago the other way. Now DeRozan. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Outside, Porter. Outside for Caldwell Pope. The pass to Jokic. Launches it. And no good.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Pass to White. Now, here's MP. Vucevic trying to get open. MP, good. MP's got 8.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Shoots over White, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket tonight. Outside DeRozan. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's MP. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
What you love about Vucevic, the consistency, solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for White, and it's Dragic in for Alex Caruso. Now here's Brown. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Clock at 4. Highland misses. You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
Here's Highland after the made shot from MP. Here's Highland. And it's Chicago with the rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Green, the pass to MP. It's stolen by Green, and the Nuggets pushing it up now. Pulls up for 3. A nice shot by Reed.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Dragic, the pass to Green. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And the rejection by MP. And they'll get another chance. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Dragic. Highland misses.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And MP throws it down.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Brown outside. It's stolen by Green. Pass to MP. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. And a switcher also for Denver. Smith is checked in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Now, here is Reed. Here's Brown with the three. Drains the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
The Bulls leading by 7. Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Dragic. MP against Green. Here's MP, and he banks in the layup. MP's got 20 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Back to Smith. Outside, Green. Inside. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Green. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Brown after the Bulls pick up 2. 5 to shoot. The teardrop falls in. Brown's got 5.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
MP left side. And the dunk by MP.
And he continues to put in work in the paint.
And so it's Chicago, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. Ends up going with the new group. Dragic the pass to Green. Back to MP. The kick out to Dragic. It's taken away by Smith. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. MP is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Green. Then there's Dragic. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2 spot. Clock at 6. Green inside the 3-point line. It's Drummond with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. Chicago shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Here's Highland. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to Smith. They kick it out to Green. Off target from 3-point range. The Bulls leading by 18. Dragic the pass to Dosunmu. Here's MP. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 29 points for MP.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's stolen by Dragic. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. Denver with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. Here's Green, and the rejection by MP. Good defense by MP.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Green, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
And the second free throw, good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, they seem to be forcing things out there, trying too hard, pressing. When you do that, the turnovers pile up quickly.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
For Denver, they have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far. No good on the free throw.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
Now, here's Dragic. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. Here's MP. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And from second rounder to MVP grade, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
Now, here is Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Reed the pass to Jokic. Green against Reed. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Connects on the foul line jumper. Jokic has got 9.
Yeah, Jokic likes to keep the defense off balance, guessing as to what he's going to do. He's a threat from everywhere, and his mid-range game helps him put defenses in a pickle.
Denver's shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. Smith with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Smith dishes to Green. And there's the pass to Reed. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
MP kicks to Dragic. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Here's Highland. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Reed misses. Now the Bulls with it. They're on an 18-7 run. Green, no luck. The Nuggets shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Green left side. Here's Jokic. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. 11 points in the game.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
MP right side. Denver grabs the miss. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, when Jokic gets his hands on an offense.
And so it's Chicago, controlling the game and finishing the quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So on the floor for Denver. Out on the perimeter, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. And it's Murray in at the point. For Chicago, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. First one falls for.
Number 21.
And both free throws good for MP. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Murray. Pass to Porter. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit.
Using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
The Bulls leading by 22, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged the bullet there.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
From down low.
And Gordon really a hustler at the defensive end, always trying to contest the shot whenever he can.
Here's Porter. Lays it up off the glass. Porter's got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And they might be down big, but you love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Murray. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Gordon with no one around. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Chicago leading by 23. Caruso finds White. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Murray, the pass to Jokic. No good that time. Good defense by MP. And for the Bulls, they're shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. DeRozan against Porter. This is to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Caldwell Pope for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Contavious Caldwell Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
And after spending his first 7 years in Orlando, Aaron Gordon traded in 2020.
2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
Free throw good, Green.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
How about that swat by Drummond, using all of his height and bounce to deny the offense there.
The feed to MP. It's stolen by Brown. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's good. Porter's got 10 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
MP right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's 37 points for MP.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Green inside the three-point line, off target. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Wrong
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Dosunmu is out there with Dragic. Then it's Green. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's MP in at the center. The Bulls' shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Here's Dosunmu. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working in.
Substitution on the court.
Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Murray against Dragic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Goran Dragic.
Yeah, you know, right there in that instance, you could see where Murray was able to take advantage of his size in that situation.
I mean, talking about Jamal Murray, man, is he talented. But he has had his difficulties staying on the floor.
And, Greg, that's been so unfortunate, and I feel for him. I mean, you can tell how frustrated he's been with the injuries that have saddled him. Because this is a guy you can tell who absolutely loves to play and wants to prove he can be counted on, and the injuries have just stonewalled him a bit the last couple of seasons.
Braun. Here's Chunchar, and the layup's good off the glass. Chunchar's got his first 2 points.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
MP against Jordan. Here's MP, and he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 43 points.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Denver passing it around. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game when those critiques become personal. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Is Smith, he's checked in for Murray. And both free throws good for MP. The Nuggets shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
Here's Reed. Jordan outside. Shot to stop the run, and it's Bradley with the rebound. Now here's Dragic. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
I spoke with Ashley, and she was clear about the ground rules for this interview.
Okay, great.
No. Frighteningly clear.
Yeah, she's just trying to protect me, man, that's all.
Right. Well, make sure to let her know that I was clear with you that this is an off-the-records interview.
Bro, it sounds like she put the fear in your heart a little bit.
Yeah, well, she knows a lot about my personal life. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right,
Anyway.
Interesting, but we can leave it at that.
Anyway, what I know so far is that Othella Akpem has been butting heads with people in the front office.
Yeah.
Is this correct?
Yep, 100% true.
Can you tell more about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for, man. But I do have to ask you, I'm a little nervous right now. I don't usually do things like this, so just bear with me a little bit.
I promise to be a sympathetic yet journalistically impartial ear.
Great. I appreciate that. So as you know, it all starts on draft night, and most of the fans didn't want me there.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so they hired Freddie Novak to smooth things over with the fans on a PR perspective.
Interesting.
But it wasn't like a commercial, like cynical stuff like the media made it out to be.
What was it?
They wanted to eliminate distractions so the team could just function at its highest level, you know? With all the negative press they got for drafting me, they knew that it would continue to be a story long past it should have been. And they didn't want me or my teammates to have to answer any questions about it, man.
So this was a top-down initiative?
Oh, absolutely. But the thing is, I was also on board with it. You know, supporting the community has always been huge for me, so I was already planning to get to know the fans regardless.
I see. Now,
You know?
You're right, but how did Othella Akpem then play into this?
Man, he literally forbid me from doing any of the activities that me and my team came up with to help achieve those goals, man.
He forbid you?
Straight up. Like, straight up. He even said I could ignore anything coming from Freddie Novak's group. And obviously, I work very closely with Freddie on this.
Wow, okay, so why do you think he was so against you having these interactions with the fans?
Man, maybe he's old school, and this is maybe too, like, touchy-feely. I don't know. But one thing I do know is it did not sit right with me that he couldn't just go along with the team and do what everyone thought was good, you know? Like, you don't always have to agree with people in this business, for sure. In fact, it's almost healthier if you don't all the time.
Right, yeah, different perspectives.
Exactly. But, you know, once the decision is made, you gotta get on board. And he just refused to do that.
YMP, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I thought you might like that, man.
Well, of course, I'll have to verify all this. I mean, I can't publish these claims based on one off-the-record interview.
No, listen, man, I expect nothing less of you, John. I understand.
Okay, well, is there anything else I should know?
Nah, that's pretty much it. You have any other questions?
No, I mean, look, I don't know what's your motivation behind doing this, nor did I ask, but I appreciate you coming to me with this story, MP.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Taking the time as always.
Anytime you want to talk again about this, let me know. I'm always here.
For sure. Oh, you're here, so that can't be good.
Well, it's not bad either. Things aren't inherently good or bad, they just are as we are today.
Okay, so what's up?
So the trade rumor leaked, and Othella is escalating things.
Okay, because of the Luck article?
Almost certainly.
So what's our next move?
Well, first things first, you're wanted in the press room. Now, Nate White had this report, so you're going to want to call on him first, face this head on.
Okay, yeah, I can handle Nate.
I'm sure you can. After that, head to the office so we can talk next steps, okay? We're going to have to accelerate the plan a little bit because the rumor dropped.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good.
Remember, you want to be here. You have nothing to hide. If the team is looking to trade you, this is the first you're hearing about it.
All right. Thanks, eh?
Yeah.